Hello and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to mainland, which is going to be this garden right here. It's getting turned into like some sort of a pump track slash mini bike park slash BMX park slash hardtail park. It's going to be pretty crazy. So, as promised yesterday, I was putting the membrane down. The rain was really crazy. Today we have a million times nicer day. As you can see, it's quite fresh. So, I have cut all this back. I've put some flags down, some membrane, and now we are going to build a timber base, which is basically going to be the base for the start of the roll-in for mainland. Seems that a lot of people liked mainland in the comments yesterday, which is the name of the bike park that we are building here. Plan is to build a few frames, then stitch them all together and give it some stability. We are going to be having this 2.4 meters high and 2.4 meters long and about, I want to say 6 foot wide. It's going to give us a nice sturdy roll-in to actually get a little bit of speed. Because I've been riding for years and years, I'm quite good at gaining speed from nowhere, so I can pretty much start, roll a foot or two, hop, pump real hard and get some good speed. So I don't need like a 3 meter high roll in. I think 2.5 meters will be perfect for the amount of speed we're going to need for this garden, and we can always add some speed. I have actually, however, come up with another concept for mainland. So basically it's going to start on a roll. It's going to start on a roll in here. We're going to have a line that goes all the way down the left. We're going to have a big U-turn at the bottom that comes down a right-hand line on this side. That's going to go into a quarter pipe made out of slats, like a mountain bike quarter, which is going to basically be from the tarpaulin there to the other end of all of these shrubs and weeds and nettles. And basically that's going to create another return line for a line down the middle. So basically there'll be one line down that side, U-turn all the way down the outside, air the quarter, straight down the middle. It's going to be really crazy. So I'm going to switch you guys to a trusty time lapse. Make sure you smash the thumbs up button. Make sure you go and check out Owner Official, which is my brand. Link is in the description of the video. And thanks for tuning in again and checking out another one of my videos. By the picture in this thumbnail, you know this is about to get crazy. So I'm going to time lapse you. Let's make some frames and let's start the glorious roll-in, which is the first ramp of mainland. Okay, YouTube, so check this out. This is one of the frames. It is very high, to be honest, but basically this is one of the frames which is going to go okay. So that is one of the frames in. Doesn't look much, but it is actually really tall, which I think is what is needed right now. So basically the plan is, I've got one frame, I'm going to put another one on the middle flags, another one on the other flags, and then I'm going to provide some stitching timbers and just have a look at the stability and the sturdiness of it. I'm not 100% sure on the angle of the flags. I'm obviously going to prop it up with little bits of timber and stuff. Okay, so as you can see, we have some roll in progress. It is quite high. I'm going to stand next to it so you can see. It is quite tall. Basically, I'm going now back to buy some more wood. I'm going to put loads of cross timbers in it and stiffen it up. It's not terrible right now. It's not like the worst timber structure that you've ever felt, but it's obviously not the best. I'm going to put loads more timbers in it. The more things I add to this, like the front quarter slash roller drop-in type ramp, the more stuff I add to this is actually the more sturdy it's gonna get, because everything's gonna be screwed to it. The front will stop it from twisting. Basically I've put loads of legs and stuff on the flags all the way round, just so everything's fully level. Whole thing is actually quite level, to be honest. Check it, straight in the middle, near enough. I'm pretty happy with that. One over here, that one's actually even better. So if you ask me, it's not a terrible feature. Basically, we've got it right to the point where it's kinda solid. I mean, it doesn't move much for a solid timber frame. I think basically when we put 5 meter lengths into the ground here for the rolling, I think that's when you're really gonna see the stability come, because obviously then it's dug into the ground, flat against that, all screwed together. It gives it that purpose at the ground. At the moment, it's basically floating on flags. Came to a realization. Originally I was going to put a ladder up this side, but it's so sketchy to put a ladder. I think what I'm gonna do instead is put a flat bank, obviously this wide. The reason why I've made it a tiny bit wider than what I was gonna make it was basically because I'm gonna put wooden timbers up like a ladder, so you push your bike next to you and you walk up the ladders. Then we're gonna put some rails on it, and hopefully we are getting kind of close to it being a finished product. YouTube, welcome to day 2. We are one step closer to having the rolling ready for wood. I'm waiting on a wood delivery, which is the big timbers for the rolling sector of today. I've screwed in the first board on the top, and I've put a couple of supporting boards around the outsides. The problem is this bush is in the way, so I have my trusty hedge cutter. Whoa! I have my trusty hedge cutter, and we are about to cut all of this back to then apply the second board. We are ready for the second board. I am down. Oh my god, what is that mark on the lens? I am down, back to ground level, and we have put some boards on the top of the rolling. It is absolutely huge. Check out the size of this thing. Basically, we are about to load the front on, but before we can do this, I want to make it as safe as possible to be up there. So what I'm about to do is build some side rails. One down one side, one down the other side, and one at the back. I'm going to brace them all so they kind of stiffen the design, and they're nice and stiff and rigid to lean on and stuff like that. Oh my god, look at this. I'm stood on the rolling. I need to put a couple of timbers in there, there and there. I need some timbers up the back of these, basically so that these are nice and strong and you can't fall through them. At the moment they're quite flexy because they're only screwed in on the bottom, so we need some reinforced timbers up the side. Basically, we are nearly ready for the actual rolling. That is crazy. Basically, next on the list is to start the actual downslope infrastructure, so we can then make that transition, then screw it to the front of the rolling. But as you can see, it's getting to the point where it's starting to look somewhat like an actual rolling, which is fantastic, and kind of absolutely bossed building it in about 2 days. So the plan with these timbers is basically we are going to have them just like that. I mean, these are pretty hefty timbers. I know that in a perfect world I should probably run the timbers this way up because they don't flex as much that way, but in all honesty I'm going to put some supports underneath anyway, and I find for the top section it makes it a little bit better just putting the timbers flat, so then I can just have a tiny piece of wood at the top, giving us that little intro down. It's going to be fantastic. So that right there is going to conclude today's rolling video. I hope you are as excited as me. It has been approximately it's been approximately 2 days, I think, on the rolling build. Make sure you tune back in. The next couple of videos will be some bike park builds and some bike builds and some mountain bike riding, potentially some BMX riding. Smash the like button for me and I'll see you next time. Peace.